Okay, anyway. Um, so we went back to Kennedy. Um, my friends missed me. My mom ended up meeting another guy. His name is Miguel. He's my current stepdad. I was about 9 when I met him. We had a very close bond. Um, After I moved from Kennedy, and I moved to Seguin, with my stepdad and everybody, my mom, my stepdad, and all that, I started getting bullied. Um, I'd been getting bullied before, just when I got to Seguin. It got worse. It was bad enough I was getting bullied by the people who I thought cared at home, which was my brother, and both of my brothers, and then I started getting bullied by worse at school. Called fat, called ugly. So I didn't know how to dress myself. Yes, I was at least 9 or 10, and I should have known, but I didn't. My mom would do my hair. I had some hygiene problems, I guess you could say. I still wet the bed at that age because of my problems. At 7, they diagnosed me with PTSD. They continued along and diagnosed me with bipolar and multiple personality and schizophrenia, and then major depression. Seguin called me fat, called me ugly, made fun of me. I was in love with Justin Bieber. Like, I love Justin Bieber, and they'd make fun of me for that because I liked Justin Bieber. Supposedly he was a fag or whatever, and I hated it. I talked back to him and say, you don't even know him. I don't know him either, but you don't have a reason to talk to him. I was like I was so protective of my favorite singer and everything. I love to sing. Teachers would try to help me, but it didn't really work that much. I started going to counseling at 7, and then continued at 8, and I kept going. I stayed there for a few years. We ended up moving. I started making really good friends there. I started having crushes. I started noticing I liked girls and guys. Every time I liked someone and dated them, they only dated me because they didn't want to hurt my feelings. Yet, they could have said no. That would have hurt my feelings less than making my feelings grow stronger and hurting them more, because they didn't want to hurt my feelings in the first place. You just made it worse. I started crying every night. I started denying and doubting my faith. Me and my stepdad started getting into bad arguments, like screaming and yelling, and that's when I noticed things were getting worse with me. When I was 10, I started self-harming. Razors. I wouldn't use like blade razors, but I used like shaving razors to cut through skin, but also to make myself bleed a lot. It left scars. I started hearing voices when I moved to Gonzales. I don't remember how old I was, but it was 6th grade. I started hearing voices at age 11. Still cutting myself, still all that, but I started getting bullied again here. I hated myself. I didn't think I was worth anything. I was even told that. I didn't know why. I didn't know why people didn't like me. I used to have so many people who liked me a lot. Like in Kennedy, everyone liked me. I guess it was just something different when I moved to Nixon and Seguin and Gonzales. It was hard to not understand. I was always a nice person, and then it just got me to the point. All the bullying got me to the point where I changed. I turned into this mean, violent person. Every time somebody came near me, said something wrong to me, I'd hit them, or I'd cuss them out, or I'd threaten them, or I'd push them, or just something violent. People started getting scared of me, started getting into fights, doing what I wanted, cussing at teachers, yelling at teachers, because I was angry and I was tired of I was tired of people underestimating me, of my powers, of what, or my strength, of what I can do. It got so bad at age 11 that when I was hearing voices, they told me I had early, I was going through early stages of schizophrenia, that it can get worse by the time I'm 21. That I will fully have schizophrenia by the time I'm 21. I went to a mental hospital for the first time, age 11. I liked it because it was for kids, and they were so helpful. You watch movies, just things to calm you down and get your mind off things. A month or so later, a few months later, went back again. 2 months later, back again. A month or two later, back again. Kept going. So I actually turned 15. Well, I ended up, I think I was 14. Yeah, I was 14 at this time. I was dating a 15-year-old, but I was in a hospital, but it was the long term. It was Waco Center for Youth. It was a long-term facility, basically. It wasn't restricted, like it didn't have fences or any of that wires. It was open. It's because it's supposed to help you. Like you have more privilege. You have privileges. I ended up being so suicidal and cutting myself and so violent that they ended up having to give me 1-to-1. I've had 2-to-1 maybe once or twice there, but I had 1-to-1, which is they have to be arm's length from me and everything. Like they have to be right there, go to the bathroom with me, watch me in the shower, everything I do. I hated it, but I knew what was wrong. I knew what was going on with me. I was dating another girl who was on 1-to-1. Her name was Rio. I fell in love with her, kind of. I know what you're gonna say. You're 14. How are you gonna fall in love with somebody? It's possible. If you've been hurt so many times, you know the feeling of love. Sometimes you just feel that different thing, and you're like, oh my God, I love this person. That's how I felt. She tried cheating on me with my ex-girlfriend Samantha's girlfriend, Samantha. Samantha was my best friend there, and she told me. So my ex-girlfriend Samantha said, you need to keep your girlfriend away from mine, and this and that. I don't give a fuck. And me and my ex almost fought. We never dated then. We just recently dated, and I don't even know if we're dating anymore. I'm not sure. But it's funny, but Samantha told me, and I asked Rio about it. She told me no, I never said that. Samantha showed me the note, and I was so mad. I didn't want to believe it. We broke up and got back together for that. I tried killing myself with a shoestring when I got my privileges back. I was so suicidal and so depressed. 20+ times I tried killing myself. Never worked. This was one time I wanted to go. I wanted it to be over. I was tired of hurting everybody. I was tired of being sad. I was tired of the hurt. I was tired of just looking at people and being jealous and knowing they're prettier and hotter and, more likable than me. Everything I'm not. Everything nobody wants in somebody. When I tried that, they put me under restraint. They wanted to they wanted to give me an injection, but I ended up just taking the pill. I was also hearing voices and seeing things when I tried to kill myself. So they put me under surveillance again, which was basically 1-to-1 again, but this time it was 2-to-1, and you have to be like literally right here. Like, say there's one person right here, you're like up all up on them. That's how they had to be with me. They had to make sure my hands were on the table or something, and they had to use the scissors for me. They had to see everything I was doing, every little bitty thing. When I got my privileges back again, I fucked them up because I ran away with my girlfriend, Rio. My girlfriend at the time, Rio. And it was only supposed to be me and her. When we took our chance, it was when we were going to the gym. Right when we didn't notice anybody looking, we dodged to the woods. We ran, and Samantha, the best friend in there, she was 17 at the time and I was 14. She was like, "You fucking dumbasses," just screaming at us. She was like, "I'm gonna go kick their ass," right? But she actually ran to go with us, and I didn't know that. And I was like, "Samantha, just go back. I'm done. I'm tired of you." He said, "I don't want to hear this bullshit." I said, "I don't want to hear this bullshit between you and my motherfucking girlfriend." Fine. She's like, "I don't care. We don't have to talk." Rio grabbed my hand. We're holding hands. I knew that feeling. Rio didn't love me. I could see she was annoyed by me, so she held my hand. Because I wouldn't walk fast enough, and I had arthritis, and I didn't know that at the time, but I had arthritis, and I knew something was wrong with my legs. But she was so frustrated, and we didn't get out of the woods for 5 hours. Finally, the police caught us because, caught me and Samantha, because Rio stopped at the damn park being a little bitch. I'm sorry I have to say that, but she stopped at the damn park being a bitch and said, "Oh, I have sisters to take care of, I don't want to do this and that." Like, well, you should have fucking thought about that, And so she turned herself, and then she turned me and my best friend Samantha, and we were so mad. Samantha was like, "You want to run?" Right when the police came. I was like, "They're right here," but like literally 2 feet in front of us. They think it's a good idea. They could tase us or something. Might as well just go. We had an idea. We had a plan in our head anyway, And we made the mistake, and she was thinking what I'm thinking. I said, "Hell fucking yeah, I know what you're thinking. I'm doing that shit too." So I was like, I'm fucking pissed. So we chased after my ex, Rio, and hit her in her head. Well, Samantha went first, and then she got thrown to the floor by the 2 police that were there. Then I chased after her. I chased after Rio, and while she was at the door getting her handcuffs off, I started hitting her. And they threw me off of the steps, like it was kind of pretty high. They threw me off, and then I was fighting, and I was blacking out because I was so angry, blacking out of anger. I was fighting and everything, and I went to juvie that day because I would have thought, I don't give a fuck, you take me to jail, just do it. So I went to juvie for a while in Waco. That's like 6 hours away from where I live. And my mom had to go over there and pick me up and this and that, and they were so pissed at me and everything. I didn't really care. Well, my stepdad was, my mom wasn't that mad. She was disappointed, just not mad. And all that. I went to juvie twice after that. Got out. The second time I went to juvie was because I ran away and everything. This time I went to juvie here in Gonzales. And I ran away, didn't want to go home. And they found me. And, I actually turned myself in and all this. And, so I stayed in there for Christmas, New Year's, and my birthday. That sucked balls. And then I got out, got my presents, all that. And to this day, I've been trying to change. It's hard to change, but you gotta do what you gotta do for yourself. Fighting is not a good thing. I hate it. I hate it when I have my blackouts. I hate everything. that happens with me because of schizophrenia and everything. But that's not me. That's not who I am. Anyway, guys, I only have like 20 seconds left. So I love you guys. Thank you for watching this. This week was talk about my life. You guys, why don't y'all reply about what's going on in your life? And I'll always be here to talk. I promise this. And just message me on Instagram or anything. I'll put that in the description below. Love you guys. Bye.